Hello lovelies, I'm Ace from Ace's Amazing Adventures, and today I'm going to be harvesting some of my plants' organs. So these plants right here are called Mother of Thousands, not sure what the scientific name is. These plants are called Mother of Thousands or Kalanchoe digramontiana, and as the name suggests, they create seeds around between 100 and 1,000 each, either month or year, and that's what I'm going to be harvesting. You can probably see it, but there are some seeds on the ends of these. So yeah, let's get harvesting. Before we do that though, this is what I'm going to be storing them all in. I've currently got around 100 in here. I'm hoping to make it fully green to the point where you can't see anything outside of it. And to actually collect them before putting them in, I'm gonna just have this little cute bluey pot, I guess. It used to have one of my plants in it before the plant got too big. Just want to make sure not to hit any of the babies. So, the first few, they're just on the bottom of it, so I'm just gonna put them in. And there's one by there. So, this one's got quite a few. This one's got a few, but not as many. You can probably tell that they're not doing the best right now. That's because we've had some, critters just, eating them. Because they've been, here, and out here, there's a lot of, insects that can just get through the bottom. You might, see a spider in the background as well, just in case. But, yeah. So, first, I'm gonna harvest these lot. And this one's actually started growing quite well. You can see the little, sprouting part of it. The easiest way to get them off is to just slightly pull them. Ah, that one fell by here. If you don't trust yourself, like I don't, it's easy to just put it at the bottom, like this. These ones I've left to grow for a bit. They've been out here for a couple of days, and that's how big they've grown, because I harvest them every weekish. Because I'm not sure how often you're meant to do it, but I don't let them get too big, because then it will weigh the plant down a bit too much. So if I just do the top leaves first, these ones are going to be hard to get. So I'll get these ones first. This doesn't hit the plant at all, but if you want to be more gentle, feel free to be more gentle. I'm not too aggressive with my collection, but I make it so that they do come off with one flick. And you can even see where they're starting to grow again. They will do that sometimes, where one grows inside of the other. I've had that happen to me a couple of times, but these have only been growing for, I want to say a year. I remember I had it before summer last summer. So yeah, around a year. And when you flick them off, they do tend to jump a bit. So you might want to be wary of that. But from 4 leaves, that's how many I've got. I'm gonna pour them all in at the end, just so you can get a scale of it. But if I lift this up, there's some on these two that I should collect as well. Because they're only in the first year, they don't really grow that many seeds. I think seeds are proper plants, because by the time you get them, they're technically plants now. Because you can see that like stems on, the roots on some of them, I mean. Fun fact about these, they were the first ever plant species that I managed to keep alive, and I also got them all from my teacher. So these ones are right on the end, so they're going to be quite hard to get. If I remove all the bottle caps from the plant and from the pot underneath, because that's where I collect my, shoot. That's okay, that you can see where it's like starting to like break apart a bit down there. Actually, no, you can't. Never mind. But if I take all of my bottle caps out here, I can just let the plants or the like seeds fall into them. I should have prepared this better, to be honest. This is like out of the blue idea because some people wanted me to post another video, and I decided, why not do this? So now that that's sorted, I will move that a bit closer and put that on top of there. And now I will just do this. If I can, I will get a spider for you, but I will like put a warning on it, obviously. With big spiders, I'm okay with them, I just don't want them like on me. But I might end up embarrassing myself. So that will be fun. So let me check if there's any more. You can probably tell that some of the leaves are like a bit damaged. Like these ones down here. This one looks really awful. Ooh, there's a few more like by there. Any more on this one? Doesn't look like it. So from the first harvesting, that's how many I've got. Now, if I move this one, I will move the two bigger ones. These ones need 2 pots because they're both supporting each other. Well, there was 2 in this one, 3 on this one. 2 on this one, by here and by here. And then 1 on this one. I'm pretty sure this one might be my biggest. Yeah, it is. Like, if I remove this plant, yeah, that's for sure the biggest. But because of how big it is, it's quite heavy, like, without much support. So I need to hold on to the wood at all time. That sounds bad. Like not the branch, because like, it's just a stick of wood. But these ones I might just let drop to the bottom and then just pick them all up, because it's gonna be really tedious to like, what's the word? Like, just try to collect them while picking them off, because I only have one hand to pluck them off, so I can't really hold this as well. But for the ones I can, I will just like take them off and put them in. This one is how big it should get, like after a year-ish. It doesn't look that big, but it is one of my bigger plants. Yeah, I say one of my biggest because I've got a giant cactus. That like goes around my whole room, and I've also got a silver inch plant. So, yeah. If I just like knock them off a bit, they will just fall off. Like, just whack the little leaves a bit. This one might have some inside. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so that's that one, I think. Let me just check. Yeah, I think that's all of them for that one. How am I supposed to do this now? If I put that one by there, and I just have these two like that. Now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have separated them, because that's like messed up the support unit. But now I'm gonna pick these up. This is my biggest seed so far. I guess they should be called like seedlings, not seeds. How am I supposed to get it out? Okay, let me isolate it from the others. It doesn't look like much, but you can tell that the coloration is different to the other ones. Actually, no, you can't, because that's what it looks like there. So if I just scoop them all in, you don't want to damage the stems though. That's something I've learned. If you damage the stems, there's a high chance that it will end up not growing. You can like put a bit of pressure on it, as long as you don't like full on like if I do like that to that one, that's completely flattened. I'm still gonna put it in just in case it can grow, but I doubt it just because of how much pressure was put on it compared to what should be put on it. And if you are picking them up, try to grab them by the leaves, not the stem. That's if the stem is formed yet. I wish I knew more about these plants, because like I know that they reproduce like this, but I don't know why or how. Yeah, especially since they're indoor plants, it doesn't have like bees and stuff to pollinate it. And like there's no access to pollinators, which means it should be difficult for it to like reproduce, but it's not. I'm just picking up all of these ones. There are also some in here that I need to pour into my pot. This one stays out here. This one I leave out here, but these two I keep in my bedroom because it's more oxygenated and stuff, because I've got a bunch of plants. There's also some in here. These two don't have many, so I'm probably just gonna like pick them off, because the only ones are at the top. And there's like a black thread in this. Like, even like this, there's a lot. I'd say that would be like around 200-ish, because there are some like really baby ones. Ooh, one just fell. Oh well. There's another one on the bigger plant. I might leave all of these out here anyway and just see how much progress they make, because they shouldn't be grown every week. They should be grown like every month-ish. But this one reproduces like every like week or something, which means it's doing better. But obviously this one has grown the most. Are there any more seed? There's like a seedling in here that's like grown quite a lot, and I'm not sure if it's rooted. That's another problem with this. If you don't want to have like 500 in one pot, you need to keep doing it, because they will just fall to the bottom and they will just keep reproducing. And then what am I trying to say? Like, by the time you've noticed it, it will be too big for you to like take it out. But yeah, I think that's all of them. Oh no, there's another one by here on the bigger one. But on the smaller one's growing some more leaves, which is always amazing, because this one hasn't done that well. Because if you think about it, that one's been growing for like a year-ish. These ones have been growing for between 2 weeks and 8 weeks. And they're all doing really well. I want to make sure not to damage the plant. But yeah, I think that's all of them. So this is how many plants I've got. I'm not sure if you can see it that well. Yeah, you can. Yeah, again, I'd say that's around 200 and a bit. So if I move these out of the way so you can see me pour them in, I want to make sure they all get to the roots. So yeah, you can see a lot of them didn't get to the bottom. But when I water it, they will end up flowing down to the bottom anyway. It's like how the wind like carries seeds and stuff into rivers, and then the river takes the seeds down to like the bottom and stuff, or to the sea, and then it just like. And also how the wind carries like dandelion seeds and stuff, because those can go quite far actually. So yeah, these are my Mandarin thousands. I'll probably bring my cactus in a minute, but yeah, hope you enjoyed. I mean, this isn't the end of the video yet, but this is the end of the key part of the video. So yeah, and that's a bit loud. Thank you all for watching. If you want to carry on until like the actual end of the video where you can see my cacti, and well, I'll probably like get a spider or something, then feel free to stay. I will put a warning where the spider is, but yeah. Okay, so in the like orangey pot is my giant cactus. That thing is moving. Maybe there's like a spider in there or something. But yeah, this is my giant cactus. The top of it isn't growing that wide, but these parts are. So I'll probably push you back a bit so you can get a better view. Can you see all of it? Yeah, there you can. So this is the base where it's the widest, I believe. And then this part goes in a bit, and then by here, it's like wider again. And this type of cactus, I'm not sure what it's called, but it doesn't grow that big of a thorn. So the thorns are really small, like you can touch them and you won't feel them. Like this one by here. I can feel it a little bit, but not enough to the point where it'll hit. And it's like that with most cacti, and they will grow like small thorns where you can't feel them, and a lot of them grow them in like bulks. So if I bring another one of my cacti, like if you touch it, there'll be so many right to the point where you won't be able to feel it that much, because obviously they're like blocking each other out. So yeah, fun cacti fact. Okay, so these are my other cacti. One of them is not doing very well, this one by here. This one I'm not going to touch because it's got really long and sharp thorns. This one I'm not going to touch because I don't feel like it. Because this one can make you bleed sometimes. But again, they do grow in bulk. Oh. What did I even mean? Like, the thorns grow together, basically. Most cacti do that, like I said, but my previous one doesn't. I think this one's got a spider nest in it, actually. Does it? Or is that just, like, part of their thingamabob? I'm not sure. So yeah, as I was saying, these cacti, these ones are really sharp. I'm not touching them. These ones aren't that sharp, but they can sometimes make you bleed, depending on where you touch them. Like if you, I'm gonna use my glove, but like if you touch it like that, it's gonna be sharp. If you touch it like by the top, it's not. It doesn't hurt that much. So like that. If I just, and even like on the side, it doesn't hurt that much. So yeah, let's see if I can now find a spider. I guess I don't really want to like find a spider because I don't really like spiders that much. But let's see if I can, because there do seem to be a lot in here because it's summer and it's nice and warm for them. So yeah, I guess. If not, I'm probably just gonna show you my like greenhouse and stuff. Okay, so I managed to find a spider up there. I'm not gonna touch that because it looks dangerous-ish, similar to like a false widow and stuff. So, yippee. I'm not letting you see the old photos of me, but yippee, a spider.